Hello everyone, thanks for attending our webinar. My name is Pieter Provoost. I'm based at the UNESCO IOC Project Office for IOD in Ostende, Belgium, as the data manager for the Ocean Biodiversity Information System, but I also support other IOC programs, and in that capacity I have been involved in the data management for the Global HAB Status Report. As mentioned in the previous presentation, we combined a number of data sources to make the report happen. So these are the Harmful Algal Event Database, HADAT, the Ocean Biodiversity Information System, UBIS, and the IOC Taxonomic Reference List of Harmful Microalgae, which acts as the taxonomic backbone for both HADAT and UBIS. The reference list is hosted by WORMS, which is the World Register of Marine Species. A few words about UBIS. So UBIS was established during the Census of Marine Life and has since grown to a network of over 30 regional and thematic nodes. So our nodes collect and process data sets from over 1,000 data providers, and they publish them to the UBIS data system. Processing means that they align the data sets with our data standards, EML and Darwin Core, and they perform a number of quality checks on the data. Our database currently contains around 100 million species occurrence records and 160 million associated measurement and fact records. So that includes environmental and biometric measurements, but also facts about sampling methodology, for example. Our data is available through the portal and the mapper, but we also have an R package and web services which allow the development of third-party applications, and which also made it possible to develop the HAB data portal, which I will demonstrate in a minute. One of our thematic nodes is the HAB node. So this node is responsible for publishing data sets on harmful microalgae. So this currently contains 20 data sets and over 18,000 species occurrence records. Like most of our nodes, the HAB node also has an IPT server where where the node managers and the data providers can upload their data sets. As you can see, the largest data set on our HAB node is actually the HADAT database. So we have an automated data pipeline in place which publishes HADAT on a weekly basis to the UBIS database. So to make it easier to visualize and analyze the data from these different sources in a unified interface, we developed the data portal, which I am now going to demonstrate. So let's take a look at the data portal now. So this is the view you're greeted with when you're opening the portal for the first time. So by default, this has one HADAT layer for each of the syndromes in the HADAT database. As you can see, each of these layers has been given a different color, so that's what you see on the map. If you want to know what a specific bubble represents, you can just click it, and then in the top left it will give you information about the events in that location. So in this case we have cyanobacterial events in Poland. There are 4 events, so clicking this number will give me the event names, and then clicking the event name will take me to the HADAT page for that event. Let's try another one. So here we have DSP events in France. There are 3 events in this location. Again, clicking the name will take me to HADAT. So next to the layers panel, there's the add layer panel, and this allows me to set different filters and create UBIS or HADAT layers. So we have syndrome filter, we have countries, regions, effects, and then for the UBIS layers we have the taxon name. We also have a time filter here. Then there's also the graphs panel, which shows you the number of events per year for each of the layers. Let's try creating a OBIS layer. Let's take Dinophysis, for example. Here I can pick a color. There you go. So this gives me all the occurrences of Dinophysis in the OBIS database. Again, to inspect any of the features on the map, you just click it. And so in this case, it tells me that there's one occurrence of Dinophysis in that location, and it's from the CPR survey dataset. So if I click that dataset title here, that will take me to the dataset page in OBIS. Again, I can go to the graphs panel to see the number of occurrences per year for my layer. Of course, it's possible to combine HADAT and OBIS layers, so let's try a few examples. I'll start with NSP events, and I will overlay that with occurrences of Garenia brevis. There we go. Let's try another one. So I'll take Ciguatera here. I'll give it a different color. And then I'll add an OBIS layer for Gambler discus. Okay. And finally, I just want to mention that it's also possible to download data by going to the Layers panel and clicking the download link here.